Okay, I think I'm live. I'm not sure. There's a lot of background noise. Um, I'm lighting coals right now, so give me 1 minute. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know all that kind of shit. I need to know. Lit. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm grabbing coals. Brandon, this isn't the time, man. Seriously. Yeah, here's the thing, man. Is I went to my house like a couple days ago, and I've had this live stream scheduled for I think like a week now, and I totally forgot to grab my good webcam, and I'm kind of stuck now just using my girlfriend's laptop. Um, and it sucks because I've been here at her house for like a week, and I have like my whole setup here. I just don't have my fucking webcam, which is like super super shitty. There's actually people watching me. That's insane. That's gross. Don't watch me. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the background noise. The air conditioner is on, um, and I'm still trying to get everything situated at this very moment. Um, let's see. Oh my god, I'm not even typing on the right computer. Ugh. I'm trying to still get everything situated. Give me one moment. Okay, so I kind of just wanted to do this and kind of just talk about why I stopped reviewing for a while. Um, I think the last time I was actually active on this channel was probably like, fuck, I don't know. Let me check. I can actually check right now and see how long it's been. The last time I uploaded was February 2nd. Which is really shitty, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think the past couple months I've just been really not very motivated. It sucks because this was something that which was kind of like an escape for me. Just a way for me to have fun, and and Brandon is probably fucking pissing himself right now because he thinks everything is a fucking joke. But like, this was a way for me to just kind of relax and just do my thing and have fun and not really have to worry about anything else at that moment in time. Became a chore in a way, and it became not fun anymore. I mean, the biggest reason I stopped was because I was having a lot of heart issues, and I was in a lot of pain. I could barely fucking breathe. It just got really shitty for a while. And I couldn't do it anymore. Like I said, it was just a fucking chore, man. And the only reason I'm doing this live stream is because I even, when I went inactive on this channel, I went inactive in the groups as well. Whether it was, well, at that point in time, I was banned from HE because of fucking dumbass Mike. But I was in HLU for a while, and I think just about 2 months ago is when I started doing live videos in HLU. And I did 3 in HLU. I did 1 in HE after Mike left HE and I rejoined. And I had more people in HLU asking me, like, are you going to start reviewing again, or why did you stop reviewing? And it got so fucking annoying hearing it all the time. Like I just wanted to do live videos just to not necessarily work my way back into reviewing, but just work my way, just get back into the grind of smoking again, because I did miss smoking for like 6 months. I didn't really smoke. Man, what a minute. There's something stuck in my throat. And it just got so annoying. And I was telling this to my friend Andrew a little bit ago, that it's not that I was so much annoyed with people asking me why I stopped reviewing or when I'm going to upload another review or anything like that. I was more mad at myself because I told myself that this was something that I was going to do and that I would continue to do it for a while. And it's like, I'm like this with everything, man. Like, I start something and I can't fucking finish it. Like, but this has no finisher. Like, it's either you do it or you don't, And when I committed to it, I told myself that I was going to stick to it and I was going to do it. And I ended up doing it for like 3 years. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I met a lot of awesome people. And I grew this small thing into something much bigger than what I thought it would be. And that was a big deal to me because I've been doing YouTube since 2007, or it was like 2007, 2008. And all I wanted to do ever since I was little was just entertain in some way. And I know that reviews aren't necessary, but I wanted to do some form of entertainment or, you know, something along those lines. And this was kind of, in a way, an outlet and an entertainment source. YouTube is basically an entertainment platform, and I was able to go about doing that. So it was just, I really enjoyed doing it. And I just, there was just, besides the people, or besides the heart problems, there was a lot of other things that came with, that were going on that I just didn't really like within the community and the industry itself, that caused me to want to take a break, like the longest fucking break ever. But it caused me to take a break, and you know, it kind of was also part of, it was also the fact that there was so many other reviewers that popped up out of nowhere. Like, I say the more the merrier. Like, I think that, you know, as a community that has so many people in it, I think it's good to have multiple reviewers giving different opinions on things. But it became a competition, and that is so whack. Like, I don't understand how reviewing can become a competition. Like, this was something I did for fun, and now all of a sudden all these randoms come in and they want to make it a competition and see who can get the most views, the most likes, who has the most subs. Like, it was so retarded. Like, it was so stupid, and I got over it so fast. Companies started acting like reviewers owed them something, and like reviewers started reviewing like the shittiest it became all about free product and who you were reviewing for. Like, it was dumb. Like, I reviewed for 5-star because I liked them. Like, I, not necessarily I reviewed for them, but I shouted them out at the end of every video because Alex is a good dude. I like 5-star. I like Alex and Mary. Like, that's the main reason why I shouted out 5-star at the end of every single video. But all these other idiots, it's like there's no loyalty. They only want free product. Like, a little bit in one of my Facebook Live videos, that when this whole formula series came out from Fantasia, all these fucking random ass reviewers that I've only seen a couple times jumped on that shit. It was free, and they all said it was good. This will tell you how fake a bunch of these guys are, and they don't give a shit. They just want free stuff. Like, they all said it was good. I tried that shit. It was terrible. It was awful. Never ever smoked Fantasia. You suck. Like, I think you make really shitty product. It's garbage. It's not good at all. Like, there's so many other products that are shit. I think Alchemist is shit. And there's tons of reviewers that Big Daddy Brian. What a fucking name. Yeah, exactly, you're right. Hashtag Jaina. Like, he reviewed that shit and said it. I'm pretty sure he said it was good. Like, it's been a while since I've watched. I don't watch him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking watch him. I don't. Um, I think that his content is flashy. It's too flashy. He wants to be famous basically in this industry, and it's very obvious that he does. We both come from the gaming community. He was a partner of Yaush, and I think that I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that he was stuck in the mentality from the gaming community that he could be a big YouTuber and be famous when he came over to the review game. And I have to go back and check to see if he actually said that the Formula series was good, because I don't remember. I think I watched about 30 seconds of one of them. I watched all of them, I think, but only a few like seconds or minutes. I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure he's one of the people that said that the Formula series was good, and it's not. It's fucking trash. Alchemist, it's fucking trash. Like, from what I understand, their KFC line is pretty good, but I haven't tried it, so I can't say anything about it. Like, it became this big thing where it was like, I have more subs than you, I get more views than you, I get more likes, so we can't talk because I'm much bigger than you are. And the other thing is I'm getting free product from this company and you're not, and I'm smaller than you. Well, I don't give a fuck about my numbers. Like, I don't care. Jeremy, I was partnered with Machinima. I didn't know that. No idea. But here's the thing: is like this is a good segue into other reviewers. Most of you reviewers are fucking garbage. I think you're all garbage. Most of you. There's only a few of you that I like. Most of you are absolute trash. Okay. There's some of you that I like as a person, and I think that you contribute in the groups very well, but as a reviewer, I think you're trash. The only reviewers that I like are Sarkis, and I don't really consider Sarkis a reviewer. Like, he touches on certain aspects of like reviewing and what we do, but I think that he's more of a tutorial person and just teaches how to smoke, and is not really a reviewer. But I still think his videos are great. Hookah Chef. I like Hookah Chef. I think Christian is great. And on top of that, he's a good person. And I've only seen a few of Jeremy's videos, J Hookah Smoke. I don't really... yes, I think you are great. You were the last one after Jeremy. I think you are great. Because even though you do like written stuff, like here's the thing, I'm a visual person. I like watching stuff instead of reading. I hate reading, but I like some of the shit that you write because you're honest and you're open and you're real and you're not afraid. Like, the problem is that there's nobody's real anymore. Like, and that was another thing that pushed me away, is that I was trying to be as real as I possibly could and be honest and all this shit. And I got basically pushed to the side by all these other like retards that don't know what they're doing, don't know what they're talking about, and they're reviewing garbage product. And it was like, I'm just for truth. Nobody wants reality. So I was like, fuck this then. If nobody wants to hear reality and truth, then I'm not going to fucking do this anymore. And you can look at any other reviewer. The only people that are fucking real are now, because I don't even know if Jeremy is even fucking reviewing anymore, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're reviewing anymore, man. I've been out of the loop for a while, so I don't really know if you are. But the only people that I know for sure that are doing videos and are real and or written reviews, whatever, are Sarkis, Christian, and fucking Wade. Everybody else is garbage. They're all trash. Fucking flashy, or they're too stupid to understand what they're talking about, and they're speaking out of their assholes. Nobody gives a shit. All these other reviewers, they don't give a shit. They care about their numbers and getting free products. Everybody else is fake. Everybody's a fake reviewer. Everybody else is a goddamn fake reviewer. And I know that, somebody's going to say, is like, well, what about Rob? I don't think Rob is a very good reviewer. And I'm going to be honest. I don't enjoy his content. I think it's monotone and boring. Do I think he's a really fucking nice guy? Absolutely. He's a great dude. And I've had multiple discussions with him in the groups, and he's fantastic. But I think his content is lacking. Rob's content is lacking enthusiasm, a bit of it. What about Zach? I haven't watched any of Zach's reviews. I don't watch reviews anymore. I don't care. I stopped caring when I stopped reviewing. Like I said, it turned into I have more subs and likes and views than you, and I get free product and you don't. It turned into that, and I stopped reviewing. I stopped giving a fuck about the review game. I don't give a shit. I don't care. So I haven't watched any of Zach. I'm sure that Zach's are good, because the thing about Zach is he's very smart and he's very thorough when he talks about things. So I can imagine his reviews are probably pretty decent. But like, who else? Who else is there? Like, so Rob is lacking. There's just something missing from his reviews. I don't know what it is. I can't tell. I don't know. There's something missing, and they're boring. J-Nuck is flashy as fuck, and it's kind of obnoxious. And he's very big-headed, I think. In my opinion, he's extremely big-headed. I don't even know who else there. Who's even reviewing anymore? I don't go on Reddit, man. I don't fuck with Reddit at all. Like, the only time I go on Reddit is to look at the Heroes of the Storm stuff. Like, I don't give a shit about Reddit at all, to be honest with you. Is Zach did the formula line? Wait. Oh, Zach Kimchi. I thought you meant fucking Zach Reese. Sorry. So Zach, I know that Zach Reese is reviewing now, and I'm sure his reviews are fantastic. Kimchi, I'm gonna be honest, one of his reviews. I think the only one I watched was the one. No, I watched the one that I did with him just to make sure that I didn't say anything stupid, because I don't remember anything that I said in that review. So I just kind of watched it to make sure I wasn't an ass. And I didn't even really watch it. I just sort of clicked through it. And then I watched him do... I watched him do a Hookah review, like an actual STEM review. Which one it was? Was it a B2? No, it wasn't a B2. Can you I'll do the R Hookah hate thing in a second. And I've seen a couple other of his reviews, but I haven't seen very many. The thing about Zach is, like, Zach is enthusiastic to a certain extent. Like, compared to J-Nuck is over-exaggerating. It's too much. Like, Zach is that way in person. You know? Like, I've been in hangouts with J-Nuck, and J-Nuck is not like that at all. Like, that's a different person that's in front of the camera. That's not even real. That's super fake. And I don't even want to use the word fake. It's not real almost. Like, it's like a persona in a way. Now, Zach
Kimchi, on the other hand, is that's actually him. That's how he is, IRL. Like, I got the opportunity to room with him at TPE last year, and he's a great dude. That's just how he acts. So I don't really have anything bad to say about him. Like, the few reviews that I've watched of him, they're okay. And he's thorough. I forgot that Zach reviews, so Zach is okay. Can you explain your R Hookah hate? I've only ever seen your hate for it. So the thing about the R Hookah thing is that when I was on there, I was only on there for about 5 months, about 2 years ago, I believe. I contribute. That was like right when I think that I joined Reddit right after I joined HE. It was a new thing to me, like the groups and all that. So somebody recommended going to R Hookah and checking it out. So I went there and I started contributing, and I made a post about, is it okay if I post my reviews here? Everybody was cool about it. And then I started, every time I uploaded a new review, I would post it to R Hookah. But I was also very active in that sub as well. And all of a sudden, people just started fucking hating on reviewers for some reason. They started saying that we don't contribute, that we only post our reviews in there, which was not the case at all, because I was more active in that sub than I was in HE at the time. And I was just like, what the fuck? I basically got ran out of R Hookah. Like, everybody wanted to jump on. Anytime reviewers posted videos in that sub, it was like a big fucking deal. It was like a big no-no. So I just was like, fuck this. I'm not down with this. I'm over it. So I left R Hookah. I don't fuck with that anymore. I personally think it is to do with a lot of being honest. I did it because it helped people. It's not about. There's a lot of. Is that a fucking typo? Give me this, and I'll say this: manufacturers want certain things. I've had a couple companies that contact me, and they wanted me to review a product, and they would give me like a guide of shit to say, and they would tell me like, you can only say like these certain things and only good things. And I was like, fuck that, hell no, I don't want it. I'm not gonna review it. No thanks. You can go on to some other schmuck that'll fucking listen to everything you say. I'm not about that at all. My friend asked me on Discord, why aren't these channels trying to grow into multi-platform, like cross-viewing vape products, expanding horizons, that sort of thing? Because I think vaping and hookah are they're such different industries from each other, that, I mean, you could, but the problem is that when I built my channel, I built it for hookah only, right? And I think that my channel got big enough to where it was like, if I uploaded something vape, people would be like, what the fuck is this? Why is he uploading something vape? This isn't why I'm sub to him. So I think for somebody that's new and starting out, definitely do like a vape / hookah channel and review both products. You could review like a mod or some juice, and then the next day or whenever you could fucking review a bowl or tobacco. Like, I think that's a good idea. But for somebody like me, that like, I only vape because I couldn't smoke. Like, when I was vaping after I quit smoking for a couple months, like, I didn't have any heart problems, but I still needed like my fix of like the nicotine that I was addicted to. So I started vaping. So it's not like a hobby. Like, hookah to me is a hobby. Vaping to me is just something else. But I get what you're saying. Like, people should do different products if they want to do vaping and hookah. I think it's a good fucking idea. But the community doesn't want the truth about things. And if that's the case, I talked about this in a live video. The community is so fucking blind. Like, they'll eat anything up. They don't give a shit. Like, for the Ignis, for example, The Ignis is a lotus. It's the same thing. The walls just go like this, not like this. It's the same goddamn thing. And people lost their fucking minds over the Ignis. And it was the stupidest thing. I thought it was so dumb. It's literally a lotus. It's the same shit. I don't really trust anybody. God, it's so fucking hot, dude. I'm sweating. Here's the thing. Fits 3 cubes, burn that bull. Like, for the long time, I was a big believer in the Lotus, right? And this was in like the early days of when I was smoking is when I was a big believer in the Lotus. I think the Lotus is fucking stupid. Now, after like learning as much as I did and like doing research and like my taste buds evolving and all this different shit, like I think the Lotus is like so gimmicky. Oh yeah, that's the only thing the Ignis has on the Lotus though, is like you can fit 3 cubes in it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. How about you just use foil? No, the Provost, okay, I'll say this. The Provost is a little bit different. Because, like, Ignis literally, or Otoman, whatever. Otoman literally took the design of the Lotus and just fucking made the walls go straight up. Like I said earlier. That's all they did. They just made the walls go straight up. And obviously changed the look of it a little bit. The Provost, on the other hand, is like a completely fucking different HMD. The look is different. The way it functions is different. It's got like a giant fucking like lid thing. Like you can make it super airy, super tight. You can't even compare the Provost to any other HMD. It's completely different. I don't even know what the Stratus is, to be honest with you. Who makes the Stratus? What is it? And when was it released? The MiG and the Firefly are the same thing. I think the Firefly is super. I think the Firefly is super stupid. I think that thing is ugly as shit. With its stupid fucking flower design on the top, it's so dumb. The thing about the Provost is that the way that we've been using the Provost, and I wasn't a believer in the Provost until I went to Sarkis's lounge. The thing about the Provost is the way that we've been using it for the past year or two is we use it with foil, right? The other HMDs you don't use with foil. I've tried to use the Lotus with foil, and it sucks. It's so bad. It's the worst. So I think that... Did somebody just knock on the door? Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, I got it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. All right, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Somebody wanted the lemon cake from the, and they didn't want to interrupt, so I brought it to them. So what are your thoughts? But yeah, I think the Provost is good because I think there's different ways that you can use it compared to all the other HMBs. The Shisha Bucks I used at TPE last year, I thought it was garbage. Design changes released last summer. Oh, that's the Stratus. Okay. Right. Okay, so I used it. That is right. I did use it at TPE last year. I just thought it was too complicated. It was so fucking complicated looking, and I don't know. It's weird. And I don't even think they sold that many units, to be honest with you. And here's the thing about cloud, right? Is I think cloud is kind of a scummy company. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that by now. I think that cloud got really cocky and they thought that they could literally fucking make anything and nobody would have anything bad to say about it. And they made a bunch of shitty bowls. They made overpriced coals. They're probably only overpriced because of the packaging. Maybe if they didn't spend so much money on the fucking packaging, we wouldn't have to pay for it. And their stupid fishbowl drawer design hookah, that shit is so lame. $2,500, like suck my whole shaft, man. Like, get the fuck out of here with that crap. What about reviewing hookah history more than flavors, just as a way to diversify content but stay on topic? I think the problem with that is that, like, I've done some research on like hookah history and stuff like that, and I mean, it's a good topic to possibly read about yourself, but to discuss in a video and to retain viewership, I think is kind of boring. And the problem with that also is that I don't think a lot of these new age reviewers, the guys that are coming in and fucking reviewing literally everything, even shitty products just to get views and subscribers so they can get free product, is they don't care about the history of hookah itself. So I think that would be that's more of something that I believe that somebody should do on their own if it's really that big of a hobby to them. Then that's some research that they should do on their own time. But going back to the cloud thing, when they announced that stupid ass hookah, I went on their Instagram, and obviously I should have been, I'll admit it, I was not as nice as I should have been. I should have been much nicer, but there were people in their comment section that were very nice, genuine customers that were asking questions about why the price is so high, or will there be other models of this because this isn't in my price range, like I like the design of it, whatever. And they were deleting people's comments and blocking them. Like, why? Because people are asking questions about your design or the price range, and they're being nice about it, and you're deleting comments and blocking people. Like, why? What is that going to do? What does that say about your company? And I think that they don't actually at that time they didn't have any other designs, because they're like, oh, we're gonna release cheaper designs and blah blah blah. You didn't have any fucking designs. The response was just so bad that you were forced to say that. That's what I believe. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. I've been blocked by Cloud for almost a year now. I don't fuck with them, so whatever. They can pretty much shove it, in my opinion. And it wasn't even the fact, like, the design of the whatever, I can't even fucking remember what it was called, the chrysalis.
the design of it wasn't for me. I didn't care about the design. Like, I didn't like it, but it was whatever to me. I didn't really speak about it. It was the fucking price, $2,500. That's ridiculous for a hookah. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, dude. Like, so stupid. Like, I'm telling you, these companies think that they can literally release anything for any price, and people are just okay with it. Like Stone. Like, I think the price of Stone Bowls is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, they smoke great. They're great bowls. I don't think they're worth $150. Absolutely not. I can get an alpaca that smokes either the same or, if not better, than a Stone Bowl for like $15, $20. It's ridiculous. It's like the dumbest thing. Like, I'm over it. And these are just, like, we're just scratching the surface on why I stopped reviewing. This is part of it. I don't know if I'm going to start reviewing again. I don't have the motivation. It's not fun. It's a competition. It's stupid. What about Mason Bowls? I think that if Nino stays on his path, stays in his lane, does his thing, doesn't get a big head, and keeps the price at what it's at, then he'll be fine. I don't have a problem with Nino or Mason. I think his product is fantastic. I think they're some of the best bowls on the market. I don't own one, but when I was at TPE last year, I got to smoke out of them, and they are fucking awesome. Starts raising his price, gets a big head, then fuck that. And I made a post about this. Like, I don't have a problem with Brandon or Stone. He makes a really good product. It's just not worth $100. Like, at all. I don't even think it's worth $70. I think it's worth maybe $50. Maybe. I mean, but people still buy it. So of course he's gonna keep the prices over, like, anywhere from $70 to like $150, because people are stupid enough to buy them. Just go and buy like a fucking Liberty Bowl or an alpaca. It's the same shit. Smokes the same. Lasts the same amount of time. You can use the Lotus on it. Same fucking thing. And you're not spending $150. Thank you, Wade. I think this is just like 7 months or 6 months, whatever, of just buildup. And I think that's because I haven't been reviewing and I haven't been active in the groups. So it's been building up. And I think that it's 3 years of buildup because I was reviewing and I was saying all this shit. And I felt like I couldn't say anything because I was reviewing and because I was shouting out 5-star, and I didn't want to ruin that relationship. But now that I'm not reviewing and I don't give a shit now, I can just say whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. I don't care if other reviewers hate me for talking about them. I don't care if companies hate me for talking about them. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm not afraid to speak my mind about reviewers, products, companies. I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think Starbuzz is garbage. And I think most of you can agree. Starbuzz is kind of trash. That's my opinion. Vintage line is pretty good. I haven't tried all the vintage line, but most of the flavors that I've tried, I like. I think the problem with Starbuzz is that they just have so many flavors they can't really quality control properly. And they're so focused on their hookahs and their vintage line and whatever the other release that one in the bag. I think they're more focused on their good products that they're
not they should be focusing on revamping their old shit. I think that if they revamped it, I would go back and I would give it a try. So that's just my take on it. Here's the thing, like, even Hayes for a little while. And one of the last reviews I ever did was my Hayes Pasoka review. I talked about how shit the cut on it was garbage. It was like one of the worst things I've ever seen. There was a ton of stems. There's big ass fucking leaves in there, like they weren't even cut. Bad. Hayes doesn't seem to have a problem with me. I fuck with companies that can take criticism. Like Trifecta. When there was a bad batch of Morning Glory, I fucking messaged Moose and asked him, like, hey, what's up? Like, this batch of Morning Glory is terrible. And he told me what was happening, and we still fuck with each other. If these guys are calling you the voice of reason, you should take that as a hint, as a leg into lead as an honest man in the community and grow your content. So I'll pose a question. If you were to come back, how would you lead by example, and what would you like to see different in the community going forward? I think that this community needs more honesty, and that's why I like Sarkis so much, is because he's the most brutally honest person I've ever met when it comes to hookah products. He is willing to call anybody out on their bullshit, and I think that's why him and I get along so well, is because we're not afraid to call people out on their bullshit. I think that if I were to start reviewing again, I would probably start reviewing products that I'm not too sure that I like, or I'm not sure about. I think that I might start reviewing products that I don't like, so I could be like, look, this shit sucks. Like, it's garbage. It's not good. Or I might just do like a fucking live stream once a week and talk about products that are out at that moment in time, and talk about if they're good for the community, if they're good for the industry, or if they're bad for the industry, if it's just a repeat of something else. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. The industry right now is super stale, right? And by that, I mean everybody's releasing flavors, but it's all shit that people have done before. Like Trifecta just released lime, grapefruit, and something else. Like, I don't care about those products because nobody's willing to take a leap of faith and try something new. Shit. You're just releasing something that other people have already done a million times. Like, we need to grow as a community, and I think that if we're more vocal about what we want and what we want to see, and instead of fucking tiptoeing around companies and being worried about hurting their feelings, then the community can progress. And I think that's why I've been so vocal in the group the past 2 months, or not just the group, the groups. I've been very vocal about certain products and things. I think that we all need to be like that. And that's the only way that the community can grow. What up, Tom? Like before, I was honest, but I tiptoed a little bit. Because this was at the very, very beginning of when I was reviewing, is because I was small and I was afraid. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what to expect, so I tiptoed a little bit. And as time went on, I started being more vocal and being honest, and people didn't like that. Well, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like it. And even a lot of reviewers didn't like it, and I don't give a shit. A lot of them pushed me out of their circles or whatever because they didn't like me being that honest. They didn't want to be associated with somebody that was calling people out, calling out reviewers, calling out companies. They didn't like that. I just think that there needs to be better content, more honesty, and just being reasonable, man. Stop bullshitting people. Like going back to the formula thing. I wonder how many people actually bought the Fantasia Formula series because people like J-Nuck and Zach reviewed it. And I don't know what Zach said about it because I didn't watch his reviews, but there were a lot of reviewers that that reviewed the Formula series and they said it was good. I wonder how many people fucking wasted their money on that. And that irritates me. I made a whole post about this in HLU a while ago, telling people not to fucking buy it because it's not good. It's so bad. It doesn't taste good at all. It is so chemically, in my opinion. There just needs to be more honesty, and people, I feel like people don't trust reviewers right now because there's so much dishonesty and fakeness in the review game. And that was that's just another fucking reason why I left, was because I wanted to leave on good terms, in a sense, and not feel like, I didn't want people to feel like they couldn't trust me. People to take my word on things. I wanted to be as honest as possible, be truthful. So I stopped fucking reviewing because people started to lose trust in reviewers. All right, I'm only going to do this for about another 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to get off. I really want to fucking go eat ice cream and cake and hang out with my girl and her family. So if you have any other fucking questions about companies, anything else about me reviewing, or just products in general, then ask them to do this for much longer. And it's fucking hot. It was like 111 today, or like 108, something like that. It was fucking miserable. I'm roasting. Oh. God damn. Fucking sweating, boy. I'm gonna play Heroes of the Storm in a little bit, hang out with my girl for a while. I think I saw my friend typing in the Discord, but I can't tell anymore. All right, that's it. I'm done. So I'm not going to answer any more questions. I might do this again. I don't know. But I just thank you all for hanging out with me and asking me questions. It was fun. I appreciate it. And we'll definitely do this again. I don't know if I'm going to start reviewing again. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. My name is BOZ. I will see your sexy ass faces next time. Maybe. To be continued.